4 American players on the lead card. Calvin Heimburg 1 stroke behind Gannon Burr and Asa Robinson. Calvin wants this one close. Throwing 2. High and wide. And finds the CTP. Talk to me, Brian. The hole 2 seems simple, but if you take the backhand here, it's really tricky because you need airspace for that shot.
Yeah, whereas Calvin can land just outside C1 and skip up to the pin. He skipped just inside, and this is where he's going to go. Perkins, we're looking at Calvin lining up this long spinner uphill. What's the analysis here?
It's just so uphill. I don't even think he's going to try and run that one.
Again, 93 meters, 305 feet. It's the distance here. Goes wide. Sir, yes, sir. And Calvin Heimburg.
Oh, look at that thing get beat down. That's still going to be right in the middle. Options from there.
Gonna start this on a little Annie. Oh, he's got it high. Good angle. Needs to miss it. Oh, gets a good kiss off that tree that's into the circle.
3 down through 6 holes for Niklas Anttila. Heimburg gets his birdie on 4, which means that he's once again trailing the leaders with only 1 stroke.
Pretty high level shape here. You can't move it too right, too early. You bring those trees and the OB line into play. Calvin just needs this to float. He's been low each day. I think that set down a little earlier than he'd like.
This is a big birdie look for Calvin. Tied with Gannon.
Gets it done. Heimburg. Now that's a sweeping hyzer if you ask me.
That also looks fantastic. This is a pretty simple chip for Calvin. Oh, look at this little chip shot backhand from Calvin.
You're gonna see the Zenny flyover on your right hand side. Bottom screen of this hole 7. Calvin in the air.
That's tight. Oh, but it's past the branches. Will it slow down is the question. That's also a green flag. That's huge for Heimburg. It looked a little deep.
Now Calvin Heimburg. Big time chance for an important birdie. Gets it done. Heimburg 6 down through 7. Calvin Heimburg, your co-leader with Gannon Burr, 42 down. That's headed right. It gets stable though. Circle's edge, 12-meter putt coming up.
That's all you got to do. Just hit the gap.
Calvin Heimburg has a chance to take the solo lead. 13 meters.
Low. Remain tied at 42 down.
At the EDGF 2025, Calvin Heimburg, tee of 9. Finds the circle, 8 meters coming up. Anthony Barella, Gannon Burr both in trouble. Calvin Heimburg could extend the lead multiple strokes here, and he does it. Center, high, drops down. That's a birdie. Heimburg looking really solid right now. Tee of 10. Oh, goodness. That's a monstrous drive off the tee of 10.
Just got to capitalize on the touch.
And Heimburg doesn't take any time with his upshot. He finds bullseye's edge.
Yeah, he's just on the beach with that one. That's just a little snap of the wrist.
Heimburg for birdie. That is in. Calvin Heimburg, 44 down. 8 down through 10 holes with 2 pars. Back to your leader, Calvin Heimburg, tee of 11, crucial shot. Oh no. That could have ended up much worse.
Yeah, it could, but still, there's no chance at a birdie from there.
Pinched right next to that tree. He's laying up to the fairway. Yeah, that is not a birdie look. Here's Calvin. Upshot on 11. Bullseye. Looking at the par. Heimburg.
Tougher spot. He's not going to get to go up and over. He's going to have to challenge that low ceiling.
Wants a skip and he gets it. 5 meters, maybe 6. Heimburg for birdie to stay in the lead. It's there.
Lot of nose down on that putt.
Calvin going a little bit more overstable here. Let you guys call this though.
Goes wide. He takes the wind read and he lands bullseye's edge. Calvin being 3 down, last 4. Still leading by 1.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's safe. But that's not a good look for the birdie.
Okay, he's going backhand, left side. Gonna draw this in out over OB. Kind of aiming toward the crowd. Oh, he hits his tree on the backswing, and that's cutting into the ground. Okay, it's 15 meters. He's gonna have a clean look. That ceiling might give him trouble with his style of putt.
Now, Calvin Heimburg. This is deep circle 2. He has to put power behind this putt. Oh, that's gonna be a par. Heimburg, the only par for the lead card on hole 14. Last one to tee off on 15 in this tournament. Last par 4 of the layout. That's low, but it's turning. And it's carrying quite a good. Totally fine on the fairway.
Some tough holes coming up after this par 4. 3 par 3s. Calvin throwing just a soft flex. That is just perfect.
Now Heimburg. He pierces the gap. Does it have stability? He's got it!
That is his 6th bullseye of the day.
And Calvin Heimburg has this for the birdie. That's a birdie, and you have a new solo leader from Calvin Heimburg.
Finds a stable edge so late, slides over the path. That boy's putting for birdie again. This feels like it's to seal the tournament right here. We are going into 18, and there's a hope. There's a chance for Gannon. Wow. Oh, he is outside circle one. He is 15 meters away from the basket. Gannon Buhr now has a shot to send this to a playoff.
Calvin had a chance to seal it on 17, and now he's walking up for a putt for the win. I'm going to give him 13 meters here, head right to left.
Here we go. For the win. Calvin Heimburg wins! Calvin Heimburg does it!
The biggest putt of his entire career. Are you kidding me? Man, all those years of frustration, all those years of coming up short, the graphics getting made about Calvin Heimburg not being clutch at the majors. Well, here you go, folks. There's your clutch. He's come so close. He's lost so many times. But this is his defining moment. Unbelievable.
Your Gulbe presents European Disco Festival 2025 and PDJ Major Champion, Calvin Heimburg!
Calvin, for 7 years now, you've been one of the most likable, one of the most iconic figures in our sport. I don't think there's a single disc golf fan out there that isn't elated to see you win your first major title today. On one of the finer stages that our sport has ever seen, what does it mean to you to walk through that door and get your first major victory?
You know, it's been something on the bucket list for, you know, as long as I've been touring. So it means everything, you know, to do it. And, you know, it feels amazing.
I mean, it feels like you're walking a tightrope out there, right? On this course during this final round with the guys that are surrounding you, pushing you. How did it feel out there to shoot that 13 under?
You know, I knew going into the day it was going to be a sprint. You know, it's been that way every single day. Felt pretty nervous on the front nine, honestly, and was able to push through that, threw a lot of shots really close, was able to score well there. And then they kind of faded for a while there until the very end of the round. Nerves definitely really hit me there. Missed a short putt there on 17, which could have kind of sealed it, but was able to make a big one on 18, so it didn't matter.
Where did you find the will? Where did you draw from on that putt? You stepped up 13 meters, a little bit of headwind. You had just missed. How did you do it?
You know, I just missed pretty bad. May not have said the nicest things to myself in my head. But yeah, I just kind of talked myself into it. I knew I could do it, and just told myself to put it in the air, give it a chance.
All right, Estonia, one more time for your major champion, Calvin Heimburg.
Hello there! I hope you enjoyed that last video you just saw. Consider subscribing to Disc Golf Pro Tour's channel to get some more free videos. We'll see you soon.